All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have confirmation of the fact that Ananta is not going to be a gacha game. Believe it or not, even though I just made a video recently talking about how I am very suspicious of the fact that Ananta is going to be a gacha game when I saw the gameplay trailer. Well, apparently now we have confirmation from Famitsu. Okay, so this is like as official as it can get, right? This is a Japanese gaming publication, more like the Japanese gaming publication, right? And you will now be able to get confirmation from this post right here, which I had translated from Japanese to English. Ananta does not have character gacha, right? And this is insane. So it's not just on the level of no skipping. I'm not really sure what that means, but it doesn't really matter. Translation can be janky. By playing, you can recruit all playable characters. Monetization is for customization elements like clothing, vehicles, DIY, etc. This week's weekly Famitsu features it on the cover and in the spread. Okay, that doesn't matter. But we have concrete proof right now that we are not going to have character gachas for Ananta, and this is absolutely insane. I am so happy to see that my suspicion paid off, because that basically means that now we can play with whatever character we want, we can dress them however we want, and we are not going to be, at least I hope, because obviously they could still do login events and stuff like that. But like, you're not going to have to scour the entirety of the world for that one chest that still has some gacha currency for you to pull characters. You're probably not going to have to farm every single day for artifacts that have random substats. We are finally going to be free, just like this person chair right here posted. We are finally going to break our chains of the gacha enslavement. And okay, listen, I want to say this. I think we have reached a moment in time where people have gotten tired of gachas. Like I've watched Ryuku Sensei's video on the matter, and he mentioned the fact that even the Japanese are getting tired of gacha because there is just so many gacha games. There are just so many gacha games out there, and it makes sense because normally a gacha game is by itself not a huge time investment. It is just something you play for like 10 minutes a day, right? And you put down. But the problem here lies with the fact that most of these gacha games coming out now are really high quality, they look really good, and a lot of people want to play them. And they don't just want to play one game, they want to play them all because they enjoy all of them. I think we've gotten to a point where it's not the fact that people like gacha games anymore. In fact, I don't think anyone ever did like gacha games. I think people just liked anime games, high quality, good looking anime games with intense combat, really fluid animation. And now we just found a situation where people are just going to play the anime games that they like, right? So it's not the fact that people liked gacha games, they liked good anime games. And the gacha monetization system was something that they had to endure in exchange for playing this high quality, high production value game. And I think this is what's happening here, right? If a lot of people are getting tired of all of the gacha systems because gacha ends up taking a lot of your time because you're playing so many, right? Obviously, you're going to get burnt out. It makes perfect sense. You're going to have to farm in one game, and then in the next, and in the next. And some people actually have gacha rotations. I myself have a gacha rotation, but at least I am not going past the single digits, right? I am well within like three gacha games, right? That I'm playing currently, HSR, ZZZ, and Wuthering Waves, right? So I think that's still a manageable number. But there are people who are going insanely out of scope, like playing 10 gachas a day, and that is, my heart goes out to those people. Anyway, moving onward, we have the Famitsu article, right? So this is basically the same thing. This is going into slightly more detailed, where basically it's just saying that there is no character gacha in this work. So that's amazing, right? So how do you pay for this game? Well, obviously, clothes, vehicles, and your home. Meaning that we are going to have housing, apartments, whatever. And that's where your monetization is going to go towards, right? You have a character that you like and you want to like spend money on, then guess what? You're going to be able to dress them up in different clothing. You can probably style a house specifically for them. It's just going to be completely cosmetic, and I love seeing this because that basically means it also allows me the freedom to pick and choose who I'm investing money on. Because as good as well as these characters can look, as great as they can look, that doesn't mean that I want to invest in every single character. That doesn't mean that I'm going to enjoy every single character. But the fact remains, hey, right now we just have good monetizations. Of course, okay, wait. let me not overwhelmingly glaze this, right? Because there is also the chance that while we don't have character gacha, we might have cosmetic gacha, right? Which I would be against. I would prefer not to have that. I would just like to have a subscription method, or just like paying out of pocket for certain skins. I really want to get rid of gachas in really good looking anime games, because that's just an aspect of gambling that I really don't necessarily like. Right? And gacha tends to have the unwanted side effect of impacting game development, of impacting the gameplay of a gacha game, right? Which is unfortunate, but that's why personally I would like to not see any more of these gacha mechanics in these games. Give me a subscription method, give me outright, like, the opportunity to purchase a skin outright if that's what you're going for. Just please remove the gacha. Thank you. And basically now the idea behind Ananta being a gacha game is completely gone. It's vanished. We are done with that idea. We can enjoy the sandbox for what it is, a fun, quirky, really hype place where you can do almost anything that your mind can imagine, right? Okay, maybe. Okay, what if, and this is just me coping, this is just me spiraling out of control. What if Ananta is supposed to be the foundation for a meta world? What if the guys behind Ananta, what if the guys at Naked Rain just want to make like an open world multiplayer GTA sandbox where it starts off with these characters, but at some point we're gonna have like multiplayer functionality. We're gonna have a huge server that everyone is gonna be a part of, and we're just gonna have like multiplayer missions going around. That would be the foundations for the metaverse, basically, like a real metaverse, and would probably give some competition to Fortnite. But that's just me coping. Anyway, let's actually take a look at their website, because I haven't checked this in a while. And we have a little bit of info over here regarding the captain. Okay, so this is obviously going to be the main character, because nobody's just going to be called captain, right? And apparently we're going to be part of a task force called the ACD. What is the ACD? I have absolutely no clue. But right now, this is going to be our main character. This is going to be, let's see, what was her name again? Taffy. There we go. This is Taffy. And apparently she is really overworked. Or, well, no, not overworked, but she is always working because she wants money. And apparently she can do a proper job and ends up, racking up a debt, which is funny. The next character is going to be the police girl, right? Who apparently seems to be like this. I'm trying to think, maybe dragon, maybe / Oni hybrid, right? Her name is Richie, and this is going to be the character that we saw in the trailer doing the arrests, driving that really nice car. And the next one is going to be, Mr. Hacker Guy, Mr. Watchdogs, right over here. And I like how on his on his coat you have Hello World. Like, they really went hard into his IT aspect, right? His name is Seymour. Okay, I think that we have a really colorful, varied, diverse cast over here that will provide a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment value, and even like, okay, think about it this way, right? This game already has, it's nowhere near close to launch. Nowhere near. And it already has 10,700,000 pre-registrations. People love this game. People want to play this game. And this number is only going to go up the closer we're going to get to a release date. this is absolutely insane. That's basically the entirety of this website for now, right? You obviously there are still some photos that you can get, some pictures. Most of these seem to be from the trailer itself, right? And just shows off the world and all of its stylish action. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. I just wanted to make sure that I get the info out from that we're basically not going to have gacha. Gacha is gone from this game. I am so happy to hear that. Shout it out to the world. Tell everyone, let everyone know that at least when it comes to Ananta, you do not have to worry about gacha shenanigans. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Tell me what you think about it, right? Okay, tell me what your thoughts on the fact that we don't get a gacha system for Ananta. The best looking quote-unquote gacha game that's out there. Anyway, see you later. And until then, have a good one.